لقاء خاص مع أسطورة التحكيم العالمي، 5 مرات أفضل حكم للفيفا في كرة القدم طبعا، وحاليا هو رئيس لجنة التحكيم للاتحاد الدولي بيرلويجي كولينا، الحكم الإيطالي الشهير.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hope and dream of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Yeah, it's times are changing everywhere. Do we dream and do we dare? It's up to you, the door is open wide. Feel the rhythm of the day, learn the part and join the play. The world is here, let's take it for a ride. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hope and dream of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you're larger, larger than.
Welcome in Dubai.
Thank you so much.
We are glad to host you in our studio in Dubai, TV studio, but here in the UAE Football Association. We know that you have a kind of strong connection with our UAE Football Association, like you have it maybe everywhere in the world. So, FIFA 5 times best referee in the world, considered to be maybe the greatest referee of all times. What it feels, to be that?
Proud, of course. It's a great pleasure to be recognized as a good referee, and I worked very hard to achieve this result. So it didn't come by chance. But if I use the word, of course, is proud.
This is not your first visit to Dubai and UAE. This time it's for the DISC, the sports conference, under the theme of economy in football. Football is business, football is money nowadays, Mr. Pierluigi.
You're true. It's not the first time I come to Dubai. As I already said many times, there are few places in the world where I feel at home, like in the United Emirates, in Dubai. So I'm very pleased, happy to be here whenever I can. The sport conference, the Dubai International Sport Conference, is an important event in the world of football. Every year there are important topics covered. This year is a matter of business, of economy in football, because football is certainly a passion, is certainly an important sport, but is also at the top level an important relevant business. So I think it's good to analyze all the different aspects of what is of something that is loved not only by me, by majority of the people in the world.
Related to the conference, it was a fantastic workshop, obviously, by Mr. Collina. Let's start by what Mr. Infantino, the FIFA president, said. The VAR, we can be for it, we can be against, but it cleaned the game. That's the word of Mr. Infantino. How you comment that? Do you agree?
I agree. It's not only because he's my president, also because I fully consider his words correct. Certainly, VAR is something that we cannot live without, and in the future there will be more and more in many more competition. It's true, it cleans the match from mistakes. I think it also save referee's life, because when a referee commit an important mistake in an important game, his future could be heavily affected, and his career could be even stopped. So also referees are very happy to be supported to be supported by VAR, because it means they can avoid to commit mistake that can affect not only the result of the match but also their future. Nobody knows. Nobody think that throw-in means such a big time lost. Goal kicks, 5 minutes and a half. The VAR, the match was France-Denmark. So they are already saying possible offside, possible penalty. They are analyzing. This is the best angle. Unfortunately the hand, but and now he's speaking. And he's saying stop the play, and the referee stopped the play.
Still, maybe no more offside goals, like Mr. Infantino and you said during your workshop. But still, the use of this technology is criticized by some experts, like for creating sometimes confusion, or maybe it would lengthen the game. So it cannot be like 100% positive, or there are some aspects to improve.
What we have not to forget is that VAR is something very young. The first time I spoke of VAR was November 2014, 4 years ago only. Everyone think that VAR always existed. It exists since a very, very short time. So as everything is young, it can improve, and we are working to improve. So far, the result has been very, very positive. We have to consider the pro, because they are the majority. There are some aspects that can be improved, and it is important to notice them. It is important to correctly deal with them. It is important to work to achieve something better done.
A quick flashback to Pierluigi Collina career. It was fantastic. Experts comparing the career of the Italian referee to Pelé, to Maradona, each one in his field. Of course, between 95 and 2005. We know that the Italian Federcalcio, like you said in Italy, the Football Association extended for 1 year the rules to just allow Collina to stay on the pitch, like 1 more year. This is something, I mean, big.
Was something that I fought to get, because I always been convinced that you can be good at 45 years old and also at 46. It's not because you are 1 day older and then you suddenly become not good for what you are doing. So
no big difference.
I think it's always important to assess someone based on the performances he can deliver. So I was very happy of that, and I'm also happy that today the age limit in FIFA doesn't exist anymore. So referees are assessed, I repeat, based on what they can offer, and also in many member associations of FIFA the age limit doesn't exist anymore. So we can really rely on referees because they are good and not because they are not old.
Nowadays, Mr. Collina, we have kind of impression that the superstars referees, like was Collina, they are out of stock. We had, I don't know, Jack Taylor, Marcus Merck, Horacio Elizondo, Michael Votro, big list, till Collina. But after that, it's like, okay, we have maybe Felix Bridge and some names, but there is no more superstars. I mean, I think, what is your opinion about, like, no more superstars referees nowadays, the last few years?
I have not an opinion. I think it is always important to have good standard in refereeing. So what I'm interested is that the referees today are very well prepared. What I'm interested is that the referees work very hard to be prepared.
Is there anyone that you like?
Sorry?
Is there anyone, coming back to the question about the superstar, that you predict he can do?
There are many good referees. I repeat, I don't know if they will be considered by media or by the public as superstar. It doesn't belong to me to say this. I think from my side, and this is my task, this is my goal, is to create a wide group of referees who can offer important performances on the field of play. So as a guarantee.
It's not about names.
Yeah.
It's not about names. Again, in your career, quickly, Mr. Collina, I mean, there is the Champions League final '99, famous one, Man United, Bayern Munich, the Olympic Games final, Argentina, Nigeria, and so on. You did the 5-1 of England against Germany. Is there any highlights, any moment?
You forgot the World Cup 2002.
Of course, by Ronaldo, of course. I didn't want to be long. I mean, if I start to read all this, so...
I was joking because, of course, the World Cup is the pinnacle in everyone's career.
Yeah, the final, Germany, Brazil, by Ronaldo. Any highlights, any unforgettable moment?
Of course, when you are involved in such big games, in such big finals, every second of a match is something that is unforgettable. I can say that the World Cup final 2002 in Yokohama. I was ready to finish the game, and I finished only when I could grab the ball, because the ball should have left the field of play with me. So that was a memorable moment.
It was a good souvenir.
The final whistle.
You did something great also in the drama, Bayern Munich, Man United, to help players stand up.
It is considered like the ultimate final in the Champions League history because of those 3 minutes of stoppage time with 2 goals scored by Man United in such an emotional and dramatic way, and the two sides of the same coin. The Man United players, also fan, but mainly players, crazy for the joy of having scored, and on the other side, the Munich player lying on the grass because they knew that the match was over for them. So very emotional.
Yeah, absolutely. The very last one, let me say Dubai. How do you describe the city and the development of the whole country? I mean, it's interesting to have.
I repeat, is one of the few places where I really feel home, and I'm glad, I'm happy to be in the United Emirates. I'm very happy.
Jumeirah, Burj Khalifa.
Well, I normally spend most of the time when I'm here at Jumeirah Beach, and I like sun. As you can see, I'm pretty tan, so I enjoy the wonderful weather you have here, and got a lot of good friends living here. I repeat, is a privilege. When I come, it's always a great pleasure.
Grazie mille.
Prego.
We appreciate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So much.